Thank you. My turn. Hey, I got a question over here.
Go ahead, Elizabeth.
Question.
Oof, big night tonight. You've been on a journey to get to this stage and join the WNBA sisterhood. Who is a player that, if you could choose, you would want to play with this summer?
Oh. Oof. I gotta go with Breanna Stewart.
Huh?
I gotta go with Breanna Stewart. To think Stewie won titles at UConn all 4 seasons, and then 2 more ships in Seattle, then last year in New York, and 3 Olympic gold medals. I mean, for my entire basketball watching life, Stewie has stayed winning. Obvious answer.
Over here.
I mean, she is a star in this league, and the game is better for having her in it. Have you thought about what you're going to say when that interaction happens?
Wow. I wish that I could sit here and tell you that I'd be a poised young lady.
Uh-oh.
But she actually came and gave a talk at my school one year, and to be really honest with you, I can't tell you a word she said. I just couldn't hear her over the sounds of my internal screams. Just like one big loud scream, just on a loop the entire time. So yeah, I'm not super optimistic about keeping my cool. But I would love to ask for a jersey or a signature or something, though. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be absolutely fine.
Thank you.
On another note, the league is at a fascinating growth point right now with viewership skyrocketing. How much of the WNBA did you watch growing up? And does the history of the game inform at all where you want to land?
Honestly, it truly doesn't matter to me where I land because there are literally no bad options here. This here, right now, has been my dream for so long. And honestly, I'm ready to skip the rest of tonight so I can find out where I'm going. So I can trade in these heels for a pair of kicks and get to work.
The spotlight has definitely been on women's sports these last years. How much do you think that on-court rivalries play a factor in the growth of the league? And do you think that these storylines are good for the game?
Oh, I love the way that stories are being told right now. And I think that has fueled those rivalries that you're talking about. You know, look at Angel and Caitlin. They faced off in the national championship in college, and their fans have followed them to the WNBA. You know, every matchup between those two is a must-see TV. And the Fever and Sky have 2 of the hottest tickets in the sport right now. And when the Aces and Liberty assembled all that star power a couple years back, every matchup between them was called the Battle of the Super Teams, just pulling in huge ratings, huge numbers. And my grandma wouldn't be able to follow anything that was happening on the court. But I'll tell you, she knows all the tea. She definitely knows all the tea. And I think all these rivalries are just another entry point for the fans.
Yeah, totally agree there. Unfortunately, you just missed sharing the court with the WNBA's all-time leading scorer, Diana Taurasi, who played in the league from 2004 to 2024. She brought a ton of that spice you were talking about for so long. Now, what part of her legacy speaks to you the most?
DT scored more than 10,000 points in the greatest league in the world. That is wild. 2 decades, she just kept putting up buckets. That longevity is incredible. The hours that she spent in the gym when the lights were low and the stands were empty so that she could shine when it mattered the most. You know, as someone who loves to score, She is my GOAT. Best to ever do it.
That's right. For the fans who might not know you yet, what do they need to know, either on or off the court?
Look, I'm confident. I have worked really, really hard to get here, and I'm going to make an impact from day one. Diana Taurasi was willing to talk a little trash, but she always backed it up with her game. And fans can expect me to do the very same thing. That goes for the court and the press conferences too. So you might want to make sure you tune into those.
Let's go. Okay, so I want to shift gears quickly for a couple of rapid-fire questions so new fans can get to know you. First, when it comes to a city, do you prefer a bigger metropolis vibe or a smaller, more intimate one?
Oh, for as long as I can remember, I have wanted to be on the biggest stage possible.
Oh.
And in my mind, that extends walk, team billboards up all over, restaurants open late so I can snag a bite after game night wraps up. I love the hum of a big city. I love it. The pulse of the people. I feed off of that energy. So, big city.
Let's keep this one easy.
I go through.
Questions so new fans can get to know you. First, when it comes to a city, do you prefer a bigger metropolis vibe or a smaller, more intimate one?
Oh, for as long as I can remember,
Let's keep this one easy. Favorite color?
Ooh. Black.
Okay.
One year, Skylar Diggins-Smith showed up to the WNBA All-Stars in this long black trench coat, sunglasses, black leather heels, long black dress underneath. Oh, my goodness. I had that same look as my phone background for like months after she showed out like that.
How about this? On a day when you've got nothing scheduled and you can just relax on the couch, what is your go-to cheat meal?
Look, I say this with pride. I was raised on pizza. It was like actually a part of the food pyramid in my house growing up, like at the bottom of like the most essential needs. Yeah, that was pizza. And after every club game, my dad, who was our coach, shout out to the Squirrels teammates, never forget that. We would go down to this pizza shop on Main and just take down several pies. Just take it down. And before you try to follow that up, what we're not about to do is catch me up about what city makes the best pizza.
Oh.
We're not doing that. I'm not trying to tank my career minutes before getting drafted. Thanks.
Okay, I'm definitely not trying to get you in trouble. Okay, let's bring it on back to basketball. Let me ask you, does it matter to you where you're selected in the draft order?
Yes and no. How is that for an answer? Look, this is the toughest professional league in the world when it comes to cracking a roster, and it just keeps getting harder and harder the further you are along in the draft order. And there was that documentary, the 144, a few years back, and I know we're up to 156 for the Valkyries, but still. That being said, if you presented me with the option between a high draft number and a strong fit within an organization where I can really, see my game blossom while I adjust to the pro level, I would take that second option every time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation of the WNBA. In this game, we'll see the Las Vegas Aces against the New York Liberty. Here with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and it's good to have you with us. And fellas, we should have a great matchup on the low block tonight.
Yeah, we got a meeting of two of the elite centers in the WNBA. I expect the outcome to hinge on who wins this matchup down low.
Well, one way or the other, I know it's going to be fun to watch. We're going to see some tremendous post play here.
And it's the Aces to start out. Pass to Wilson. Parker Tyus. Shoots over Jones. The offensive rebound. Out to Gray. Beyond the arc. She can't get that one to fall. Jackson. Gray defending. Here's Lainey Hamilton. Back to Jackson. Here's Ionescu. Right side, Stewart. Shoots over Wilson, and she tries off the glass, but it's no good. Pass to Lloyd. Gray. Lets the three fly. New York with the rebound. And the Aces selecting Asia Wilson with the first pick back in the 2018 draft. That was a franchise-changing moment.
Absolutely. Wilson has now won a few MVPs and multiple titles with the Aces, proving that when you add a generational player like Asia, it can change everything.
There's Jewel Lloyd with the three. Good, and it's Chelsea Gray who picks up the assist.
Well, with an accurate and smooth three-point shot, you have to take Lloyd very seriously beyond the arc.
Pass to Jones. Lainey Hamilton on the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Jackson. Misses the three. Now the Aces with it. Outside Lloyd. Launches it. Stewart grabs the miss.
And now they're 1 for 5 to start this game, having trouble getting it going.
Jackson outside. Pass to Ionescu. Buries the long-range jumper.
They really set Ionescu up for success there. Perfectly positioned with a good look at the hoop.
To the paint. Here's Wilson over Stewart, and that's good. Off the glass that time.
I mean, that has to be a defensive error. She's someone they need to put more attention on.
Outside Stewart. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
The incredible focus Stewart has. Even when the D gets physical, she stays with the play.
Lloyd, no good. New York in the lead. Outside Stewart. She gets it in there.
She will make you throw your hands up as a defender. It just frustrates you because you just don't know how to play her.
Now here's Wilson and Jack. Jackson picks up the foul. That's her first foul.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
New York on D. Teams deciding to change it up. Here's Gray. Pass to Gustafson. Shoots over Jones. Gustafson can't hit.
Unusual miss. Typically, her skill on the inside trumps average defense.
And Jones gets it to go.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. And I know nobody likes a traffic jam, but this defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Yeah, nobody likes the traffic jam. We can agree on that. They can't allow the offense to get those high-quality looks inside.
Here's Burke. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Picked by Jones. Here's Jackson. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad... job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here's Gray. Back to Lloyd. And she banks in the layup.
That's just an agile play from Lloyd in the paint, navigating the traffic and finding her shot.
In 2021, the Aces signed free agent Chelsea Gray, and that was a monster move in league history.
For sure. I mean, she was a part of back-to-back championships with Las Vegas, and Gray was actually the 2022 Finals MVP. If the Aces didn't sign her, you wonder if they're still looking for a title.
Here's Bell. Pass to Lloyd. Fires high post. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, I'm going to say the defense got pretty lucky right there because she's going to make a lot more of those than she misses when she gets that much room.
Now here's Jackson. Here's Jones. Lays it up and banks it in.
What a mismatch it's been in the post. I mean, where's the defensive adjustment? They're just getting eaten alive out there.
Yeah, I agree. They got to come up with something. A double team, maybe a sub. This is getting ridiculous.
Lloyd from long range. Again, Jewel Lloyd missing.
She just hasn't looked right. She hasn't. And something's off with her mechanics, I think.
Good on the bucket.
They're going on a nice little run here.
And getting to the rack has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Now here is Lloyd. 5 points in the game. The Aces with another miss. The 3-ball. That shot by Burke, no good.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Look good here, too. I'm as shocked as you.
And Gray gets it to go.
A new age point guard. Gray doesn't just handle the ball and pass the ball. She also hits it from deep at a crazy rate.
Here's Burke. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Cloud. Just 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. Gustafson with the rebound. Now the Aces with it. Down by 12. And it's Lloyd missing.
She's having a tough quarter scoring the ball, unable to help them narrow the gap.
Cloud can't get it to go. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Not nearly as many threes from them here in the second quarter.
They were shooting well early on. I like their spacing. I think they should go back to that.
Now here's Jackson. She's got 5. Shot high post. And the jumper is on the mark.
Unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and she's heating up.
Left side, Lloyd. Pass to Gray. She gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit lead. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. It's the Liberty. They're up by 9. And we will be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And now the third quarter about to get going again. What a game we're seeing from Brianna Stewart.
I know we've said it about a million times already, but I'll say it again. She's had a great half, scored a lot of points.
And in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half she had. She can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Looking around the league, is it safe to say that the Liberty have the best big three?
Well, to me, it's no doubt. Yeah, former MVPs in Brianna Stewart and Jonquel Jones, and then you got an all-WNBA point guard in Sabrina Ionescu. And beyond the collection of talent, these 3 are a great fit.
Now here's Wilson. Looking to end her cold spell. And foul called as she misses. It's going to go on McBuckets.
Such a fearless competitor. Jewel Lloyd is not afraid to go into contact on the way up.
Good on the second free throw. Well, it's a bit odd seeing Jewel Lloyd out there not in a Storm uniform, you know?
Yeah, from going first overall in 2015 to 6 All-Star appearances, 2 titles. Lloyd spent her first 10 seasons with the Storm, and no doubt she's still got plenty of fans in Seattle.
Now here is Lloyd. She has 6. And it's Gray missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that one.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Well, this is the toughness you get with Brianna Stewart. She refuses to back down from pesky defenders.
Hey, every team wants length and shooting. Brianna Stewart brings you both.
And both at an elite level. Defense as well. I mean, Stewart's 6'4", one of the best shot blockers on one end. And offensively, she's more than capable of a 50-40-90 season.
Jackson outside. Screen by Stewart. Outside, Lainey Hamilton. Jackson covered by Lloyd. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Good, and Brianna Stewart gets the assist.
They're doing some work here in the second half. 3 for 4 from the floor.
Pass to Wilson. And she drops in the layup off glass.
And this is where you get Wilson the ball. A skilled interior player who's comfortable attacking from that spot.
And now Jackson. Scores off the crossover.
Well, her shooting has been outstanding. Definitely, one of the reasons why they're winning this game.
Pass to Lloyd from past the arc. And Jonquel Jones pulls it down.
She keeps trying to force it up when she's guarded, and she's just getting brick after brick. Here's my suggestion. Move the ball around.
Out to the wing. Stewart up top. Now Lainey Hamilton. Takes the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
Great job to find the open teammate. Stewie has very solid vision.
Gray outside. Parker Tyus on the right. And the ball out of play. The Liberty will have it. Now here's Young. Pass to Gustafson. Evans. And the three off target.
You got to give them credit for the job they've done on the boards.
Well, guys, they've done a lot of things well, but their rebounding is right at the top of the list.
From 18 feet away, Jackson, no good. Up top, Young. To the inside. Smith, no good.
Yeah, remember that. And that's not an opportunity she fails to convert very often.
Pass to Jackson. They double her with Smith. That kick out to Misaman. Drops in the tray.
And add another three-pointer to their second half total.
They came out of the break dropping bombs and are just not letting up.
You love to see that.
Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
Now here's Evans. Pass to Lloyd. From deep. The Aces with another miss.
She can't get anything to drop. And the way she's going, it's probably not something she should try to shoot her way out of.
And I'm sure her teammates would agree with that. You know, the last thing they want to see her doing is shooting it more.
Chalk up two right there.
You know, an effective floater is just about unstoppable. Great job by Cloud to drop that one in. Not an easy shot to master.
Pass to Young. On the wing, Jewel Lloyd. The Aces with another miss.
I'm sorry to say it, guys, but she's given them little to nothing at the offensive end.
Cloud can't get it to go. Here's Las Vegas. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Smith, that falls. Nice speed that time from Jackie Young.
And I want you to think about Smith's positioning on the play. Setting the screen right where it needs to be before rolling to the shot.
And Jackson picks up. And when you look at the different rosters around the league, the average age is starting to feel younger.
Yeah, and with the salary cap and how it's set up, you need players on those rookie scale deals, so teams might hold on to a younger player versus go with the vet.
No doubt. It's how you get the numbers to work. Teams go young to try to find gems as well and see how they can develop stars. Just really good awareness right there on the assist.
Rebecca Gardner on the wing. Back to Jackson. Nice concentration to hit a double clutch layup.
Oh, she got the defense that time. What an up and under.
Pass to Parker Tyus. Here's Young. Gardner pulls it in.
You see defenders afraid to get in her way a lot of times when she's on her way to the bucket, but not that time.
Here's Phoebish. Covered by Lloyd. Buries it down low.
Well, it wasn't already out of reach. It is now thanks to the spurt that they're having.
And why put on the brakes now, Tim? I say just keep on firing.
Man, Brian, you want to run up the score?
The putback. She hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Rebounds well and has a knack for converting offensive rebounds into points. Wilson is electric.
Jackson outside. The three-pointer off the mark. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Gray outside. Pass to Wilson. Back to Gray. 5 on the clock. Jackie Young from outside. Another miss by Jackie Young. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
This game really a defining game for what they can do when they're playing at their best. Being here at home helps, but the execution anywhere was terrific.
And that'll wrap it up.
Hi, Elizabeth.
All right, so clearly the Aces and Liberty have become one of the biggest rivalries in the WNBA these last few years. So how has the energy been in the locker room leading up to this matchup?
You know, we've got a lot of vets on this team, and they've been keeping it chill. And that's been good for me because I was probably way too geeked when I first joined this organization. It was literally one of the first things that I did when I knew that I would be here. I went right to the schedule, just circled today's date. I still remember my mom and I texting back and forth in all caps when they were matching up in the finals a few years ago. Stewie! Asia! Jackie! Sob! Oh my goodness, I'm glad they're staying professional. Someone's got to.
So before you were even affiliated with one of these teams, did you have like a favorite moment between these two?
Oh, easy. Game 4, 2023 finals. Chelsea and Kia go down with injuries, and then it seems like all the momentum flipped. And then they hang around just long enough for Asia to take over. Oh! Sid Colson, a plus 17 in a 1-point win, and then she just makes this ridiculous behind-the-back dime on a fast break. Yes! That's basketball. That was a vibe.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks.